All right, 6:05. Going to get rolling. All right, what's up, guys? This is Jacob with Rise and Land Clearing Growth. This is our first ever live training named How to Get More Land Clearing Jobs. Figured that would be a great topic to start with and just share valuable information on over the years what we've seen work best and most often for getting more land clearing jobs and kind of what goes into that. We are live right now, and I am going to show some slides and have some QR codes. So if you wanted to take notes or get any of the free stuff we're going to give out towards the end, just make sure you tune into that. And there's going to be some special goodies for being on the live itself. Then I am also going to record it. That way it can be seen again later. But anything that's given away or done in the live is specific to the live itself. And if you have any specific questions or comments or things you want to talk about, just put it in the chat bubble over here or the chat section. Again, this is our first ever live, so don't know if very many people will show up live with us. Hopefully, some folks do. But either way, we'll get this valuable information out there, and it will be uploaded into our school group, which has a 7-day free trial and is super cheap in comparison to the information that's available in there. But without further ado, let me get going here. All right. So hopefully y'all should be able to see that. Let me make it big. Perfect. All right. So how to get more land clearing jobs. And our little guy here that we have yet to name, but we have some good names in the running. Any ideas there, we will gladly take. Quick mindset thing here. The bottleneck is never the business, it's the founder. That's a quote from Alex Hormozy, a leader in the business world. Do you know it all already? Probably don't. But it can be easy to think, oh, I've heard that, oh, I've seen that. But sometimes we need to be reminded more than we need to be taught. Or maybe we just need to be reminded something we may already know, but hear it in a different way. Sometimes when you hear something a certain way, it allows you to click and kind of grasp the concept. So hopefully the way we've had things broken down today, you can take some of that stuff and use it. But for that to happen, you have to have the right mindset. You have to be willing to learn. So agenda, what we're going to cover today, the 4 pillars of predictable land clearing lead system or land clearing job system, 5 fatal mistakes that most operators make and how to avoid them, 1 clear next step if you want to build your own machine and get consistent work, and a one-time special offer at the end for this live. So the next few slides are just going to be proof. I like proof over promise, so don't want to be sharing my opinions. I only want to show you data, and I want to show you where we get that data from and how it affects people. The same system I'm going to show you today is helping guys like Morgan in Ohio close over 60% and be booked out months into the winter. Austin in Colorado booked until the end of January 2026. Clay in Tennessee has made over $463,000 year to date in our system. Jerry moving multiple barcodes across the state of Texas, making over 7 figures. No fluff, just the exact process we use with Land Clearing Pros every day. Averaged 50 plus leads across 140 accounts in August of 2025. And when I say leads anywhere in this process, this is actually talking about somebody searching for the service, finding your company, filling out a form on your company's page with their name, email, phone number, a brief written description of what they want done, how many acres, and where the property is located. That's what I mean by lead. More proof. Clearview, 69 leads, 20K revenue, 33 in estimates in 30 days. That was his first 30 days. Cornelius, 59 leads in his first month and quit his job to go full time. Big win. Owen got 20K in new work in his first 3 weeks. Lone Star, 102 leads in 30 days, starting a 200K project. That was from a Talking Head video. Beyond the Clear, Zach Thomas, 50K in 30 days, 66K in estimates sent. Justin, 92K in new work, 50 plus opportunities, #1 on Google in the maps and on the first page of Google in 6 months. Bottomland, 75 calls, 88 leads in the last month, lined up 32-acre interstate project. Boom Brush, 236,000 in 4 months, which was an 11x return on his money spent, and he landed a big city contract. Tim got 150K in new work with 15K ad spend, booked out, working 7 days a week. Shane, Kentucky, 10x return on investment, was able to buy new machines, currently on a 5,000-acre park project. Triterra, 1 man, 1 machine, 200K in work, now looking to expand. These are real texts from clients. Let's wait till the end of June. We can start next week. I start a 50-acre mulching job that came from Lead Connector. Love to see that. This is some of the real data from August. So basically calls and form submissions. Very good numbers here in the month of August. Multiple of our clients getting over 100 leads. That's in 30 days. Busier than ever. Pond ad's been a hit. They asked how many he was closing, 80% plus. Amazing. That's not the norm, but very, very cool. So this guy's very good at sales. Here on the right, 3 site visits booked for tomorrow. 3,900 so far. Just booked another site visit. This is within 45 minutes of each other. So that's just really exciting to see. This guy had just launched a few weeks. Here's some pipeline screenshots from our sales and tracking software. You can see 258,000 paid opportunities. This is just looking at this year. 394,000. Here's just some of the messages from our team of people who have gotten good results from using this system. And some more. Okay, done for now. I think you get the point. Before I show you this system, I just want to show you that it actually works, right? So pillar 1 of the 4 pillars, marketing that attracts the right people. Now, when I talk about this, it's going to be heavy on the social media side, but it does include Google search and the like. So this is also talking about organic and paid, which I'll get into. But before and after videos, emphasis on video there. You want to post everywhere, every day. So every single place that your potential client could be: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Google Business Profile. A lot of people don't realize it, but you should treat your Google Business Profile just like a social media, and you should post to it daily. It's kind of like, think about it like a social media account, but also Google rewards activity on there. And so people are going to see it more often. And then when they do see it, they're going to see fresh content and realize, okay, this is a business that's currently working and staying active. So before and after videos. What I mean by that, even at the simplest form, pan across an area you're about to clear or mulch, and then when you're done, pan across in the same spot. That could be the most simple way. Some people have found ways to spice it up, like they're standing there in front of the overgrowth or the brush or the trees that they're about to clear. They talk about what they're going to do, who they are, where they are, the machines, and then do some kind of snap or movement, and then it cuts to them standing in the same spot with the same machine with everything cleared. Very, very powerful. Way better than just a before and after picture. Before and after pictures aren't bad, especially like maybe for the website or something like that. but video is always going to outperform. And if you are going to do photos, make sure they're as close to the exact spot that you took them as it could be. Now, next one's talking head video. This is how you can get the most and the best leads, calls, interest, warmed up clients, people ready to buy. With a talking video where you're talking to the camera, like a TikTok or Snapchat style video, you're able to call out your ideal client in the ideal area and the ideal job size and type. If you're a skid steer with a mulcher, or a skid steer and you're doing driveway repairs, or you're a Tiger Cat big mulcher or big excavators or dozer work, you want to showcase that type of work that you want. I've seen it time and time again where a guy has a video of his mulcher just mulching up a little brush pile or some like medium brush, and those are all the jobs they get. And then they, may come back to me and say, hey, they're only getting small jobs. You have to showcase the jobs you want. And so you can't have the mismatch there. But on the flip side, if you showcase the big machines on a big project or really show what they're capable of, and you explain that in your video, like, hey, are you a landowner who owns 10 plus acres that you're looking to make more usable or increase property value or create defensible space, etc., right? Video is huge here, both organic and with ads. So I don't want to just talk about ads, but posting these types of videos, even in your local pages, on your stories, people who follow you may see it or they may share it. That can be used for people to see, like, so some people don't even know this type of service exists in this capacity. And it's our job as the business owners to educate them, right? And that's another thing you can do in these talking videos is educate the value of your service, the reason for your service, how quickly land can change just after a day of mulching, right? Or do they just need light cleanup, or do they need full clearing and finished grade style work? And those are different types of services at different levels of budget, right? Those are all things you can do in the video. So the pro tip here is one video could change your life. We have seen single videos make people millions of dollars. It is crazy. Get over it. That is in response to people who say they don't want to be on camera. They're not good on camera. There's very few situations where people have some more legit reasons to not, have their face online, but that's a very, very small minority. Get over it in every other case. Get used to talking to the camera. Talk to the camera just like you talk to a person. The way the internet and buyer behavior is going, talking to the camera is literally how people build trust in you, because it's like the closest next thing to talking to you face to face. They get to hear from the actual business owner. They get to learn about you. They get to hear you. They get to see you. They get to be educated on why you do what you do and how important it is, all kinds of things. And if you're posting these videos organically, there are some that are going to stand out over others. You should use those as paid ads, the ones that do better than others. And we can talk more about paid ads, but in every capacity, the best kind of content machine is to post organically, and then the ones that do well, push those. And Instagram and TikTok are really good for that because they show your videos to lots of people out the gate, and the ones that people like, it'll start showing it to more and more. Those are the ones you want to take and turn into ads. Call, text, and email contacts. No excuses. Reason I say this is even if you have no current jobs, like ideally this is information that's going to be most valuable to current active land clearing companies. But if you don't, or for whatever reason you just don't have any leads, you don't have any money, don't give yourself excuses. Don't sit there on the couch. Or if you are sitting on the couch, open up your phone, text or call everyone you know, email everyone you know. Get it out there. Just say, you don't even have to ask them, like, hey, can I do any work for you? You could send out and say, hey, Do you know anyone who could use this type of service, this type of work? If you're broke, struggling, or have no money or no business, have no shame. Let people know you exist. Let people know you're out there. That's the big thing here. If you don't have the ability to do these types of things right now. Reviews equal more jobs and easy sales. So the more goodwill you have out there, the more good reviews, testimonials you have out there, the easier it is going to be to close. It's always easier to close somebody or to land a job from somebody who saw a testimonial or review. Anytime you get reviews, use those as posts. And if you can, use reviews or testimonials as ads. They work amazing for that. Big note here, boots to ground marketing does still work very well, but it's more difficult and expensive to scale, and it's constricted by time and logistics. Online has the biggest ROI on both time and money. Online works while you sleep. Online works while you're driving. Online works while you're working. Online has the biggest return on investment on your time and money. I'm not saying these other things don't work. Here, I'm going to give you some examples of ads that we've been running that work really, really well. This one, he did a snap his fingers before and after of the completed project. This is one of actually me talking in front of a Barco as it's doing its thing back there, kind of explaining the machine. Here's another one that we leveraged, just kind of showing the efficiency of a big dedicated machine versus a skid steer. Here's one just very simple of the machines and the finished product and what area they're servicing. On Facebook, you want to use lead forms, is what we've found to be the absolute best. Facebook tends to favor staying on the platform, and you can answer or have qualifying questions answered right there on Facebook. They click on the video, they click on the ad, and they're going to see these questions. And then this is a neat little feature. Like once they submit it, have them look at something else. Go check out our reviews or go check out some before and after videos we have on our website. Here's some examples of talking head videos. This one right here of him just talking about his service, who he is, where he is, and his machines got him 84 leads at $5 a lead in 30 days with $450 spent. What would that do for your business? This video took him a few minutes to make. That's the point I'm trying to get across here. This is another one. Their machine's parked here at the house. 42 leads, $15 a lead in their first month working with us using this exact system I'm talking about here. Example of another client on the Google side, so the Facebook side, you type in forestry mulching Oklahoma. You got them in the map pack and them in the organic section. So both of these are free. You don't have to pay Google anything for them. Here's an example of what a Google ad looks like on the phone. Very simple, straight to the point. Call out your ideal person. Let them know your value. Here's just an example of money spent over the years on Google. 2,000 conversions, $113,000 spent, $44 conversion. Review boards, very good. Showcase your reviews everywhere you can. Huge, huge, huge. If you don't have any reviews, offer to do work for, if you're in the very beginning of your business and you don't have reviews, offer to do small work for friends and family in exchange for reviews can be huge. On your website, you're going to want to have conversion-minded things in place, right? So there's a couple things here. Hey, letting them know we have five stars, right? We're top rated in what area. It needs to be very clear what you do, where you do it, and who you do it for when they click. So when they click on an ad on Google or they click on your website on Google, if they need to land to something like this quickly, our attention spans are pretty low these days. So you need to also give them a clear call to action. Hey, give us your information. We'll get you an estimate. In some cases, it may make sense to qualify a little bit. Hey, we use large machines. We can clear 5 acres a day. If you're looking to have at least that much done, please fill out the form. Mistakes to avoid here in pillar 1, talking to everyone in your area. If your ad could work for tree service, farming, grading, and you don't offer those things, it's too vague. It needs to be very clear what you do and who you do it for. Frankenstein mismatch. Your ad says free site assessment, but then they click and it says book a consult. It's not cohesive. Or the ad says forestry mulching, but the videos of a skid steer doing driveway repair or an excavator digging a trench. It's going to be a mismatch. It's going to confuse people. Keep the messaging tight. Don't say Texas landowners unless you want to cover the whole state all the time. A lot of people say that out the gate, and then they realize that that's not feasible very quickly. Instead, say Comal County landowners, or your county, or your city, or some people like their region of their state is called a certain, the Panhandle or something like that. And then create ads that call out each of those areas, and you want your pictures and videos to match that as well. Use relevant local terms and language. Don't overcomplicate, don't overthink, just do and do more. Volume negates luck. You're always going to win first, faster, and bigger by taking action than by kicking the can down the road, overthinking it, trying to plan too much. Just get out there, do it, test it, change it, test it, change it, and you'll win. Recap, call out ideal clients, give value, educate, frequently ask questions, call to action, tell them what to do next in each step. On the video, tell them what you want them to do. Click here. There'll be a form. Put in your information. Give me a little bit of info about what you're looking to have done. Then I will reach out and ask you a little bit more about what you need done. Schedule an on-site estimate, right? Tell them what to do. A big thing here, also frequently asked questions. In this world, frequently asked questions are most of the time going to be about pricing and availability and capability. So if you can front load those things into a video and your ad, it's going to really help the sales process, and it's actually going to increase your lead flow because people want to have a lot of information before they actually talk to you. And then it can save you time and energy on repeating yourself all the time and answering the same questions. Okay, pillar number 2, sales process that turns leads into jobs. We have created and started to implement over a while based on data from our best performing clients, industry data, and business sales data overall, and kind of combine that into what I call the 72-hour booking machine that's proven to increase sales by 3.5x. The premise of it, faster contact, tighter booking equals more closed deals. 78% of folks will go with the first company to give them enough information to make a purchasing decision. This one surprises a lot of people. It takes an average of 6 to 7 touch points to get engagement back from a lead. Some people may respond right away. The faster you respond, the higher that chance is. It actually increases by 391% if you can get to them within 60 seconds, which a lot of people don't take serious, but it is like one of the biggest return on investment levers you can possibly pull. It's huge. But average 6 to 7, which means you can't give up after 1 call, 1 text. You cannot. You can't give up after 2 calls, 2 texts. People are busy. They deserve to have your attention and to have you follow up. Sometimes people fill stuff out when they don't actually have time to talk. It makes us feel crazy, but they may just have stuff going on. They may just want to make sure they don't forget about you. They're really interested in the service, but maybe just not today. Don't waste that or throw it to the wayside because they didn't talk to you today or tomorrow. We're going to talk about that cadence. The goal is to contact every lead within 5 minutes, bonus points for under 60 seconds, and book every estimate within 72 hours. In-person estimates. With the caveat, you still need to be qualifying over the phone. Don't just start driving to every single lead that answers the phone, because you will be royally disappointed when not every single lead is worthy of an in-person estimate. Now, if you qualify them on the phone, and they are, then I would always recommend an in-person estimate and run a 7-day multi-touch cadence. First contact in under 5 minutes. First appointment, same day, next day, when possible, 72 hours maximum. Day 0 or when the lead comes in, always double dial. You would be so surprised by just dialing twice what that will do, especially if you send a text at the same time saying like, hey, this is me, I saw your form, I'm going to be calling from this number. Because a lot of times, like on phones, it'll say, like if you say, hey, this is Jacob with Jacob's Land Solutions, your phone will say, maybe Jacob with Jacob's Land Solutions. And then always leave a voicemail or text. So double dial voicemail or text right away. And then if it's earlier in the day, do this again in the evening, because they may have been at work and they're interested in this, but they can't talk at work for whatever reason. Pro tip here, if you use software, all of this can be done automated, but it doesn't have to be. Day 1 and 2, 2 calls a day, 2 texts a day, bare minimum. Day 3 through 6, daily call and text and reminders. Software, whatever CRM you use, workflows, you can automate all of this. Pipeline, you need to track when they came in, when they were contacted, when they were scheduled, estimate, and then did you get it or not, and the reason. And you want to have reminders 24 hours, 12 hours, and 3 hours for booked estimates. And a big pro tip here is once you get a hold of somebody, start sending them content before and after pictures, brochures maybe that explain your work, or videos that explain your work. Huge unlock there. One, it keeps people interested and excited, but it also allows them to learn more about you before you show up to their house. KPIs or things to track here: speed to lead, book rate. So meaning you get 100 leads, how many were you actually able to give an estimate? Show rate and close rate. Qualify on the phone, send proof. So send proof is what I was talking about, before and after, pictures, videos, reviews, anything like that. BANT is the acronym for qualifying on the phone: budget, authority, need, and timing. Do they have the general budget to do the scope of the project they're looking for? Do they have the authority to make that decision? Like, are they the landowner? Is their spouse going to make the decision? Do they need to be there? Do they actually have the need for this service? So you want to verify like they actually need the service you offer, and not, one tree removed, or they need, full grading and you don't do that or something. And then timing. If they're just looking for pricing for something that they want to do next year, may not be time to go look at the property, or it might be, it kind of depends on how your business is set up. But BANT, big thing there. Qualify on the phone as fast as possible and get them booked for the qualified people as fast as possible. Examples of guys using this system: Owen, he's an owner operator. He secured $20,000 in booked work in the first 3 weeks of using this system. And Yard Force has made over $3 million using the system with a team in multiple divisions. So just kind of showing you the difference there of, owner operator versus team, same system, both work. So many people do not think it is this serious, but if you're not doing this, you are wasting time and money, guaranteed. You're leaving money on the table. The ones that do take it serious, they're booked out for months trying to hire and buy more machines. So pillar 3 is automation and CRM. This is going to save so much of your time and keep you so organized. And if you do it right, wow your clients. CRM that can work while you work. Automate and track. Huge 2 levers of CRMs. So you can do the call, connect, double dial, voicemail drops like I was talking about earlier. Auto SMS, you can have templates saved. You can have AI talk to people. You can send pictures and videos automatically. You never have to lift a finger besides initial setup. You can ask questions. So like some of our guys have automations set up where they ask, can you tell me a little bit more about what you're having done? Pictures, videos, or a pin of the property would be super helpful. When you ask questions like that, where you're actually giving them something to do, not just like, hey, I saw you filled out the estimate. I'll call you. It can really help because then before, like if you're out in the sheen, you're out in the field, you're asleep, whenever. Some people fill out these forms at 3 a.m. And then by the time you get to it, you've got pictures of the property, you've got a pin of the location, you know what they need done. Huge, huge unlocks. Sales scripts and templates can be in here, estimate and pricing guides. You can use fancy instant estimating pricing guides where people can get a range of an estimate and understanding of your service before you ever have to talk to them. Sales pipelines. This is very important for tracking your numbers and being able to grow predictably. CAC to LTV ratio 1 to 10. So your cost to acquire a client, or what it costs you to get a new job versus what that job pays you out. We want that to be at or above 1 to 10. So if between your ads, your marketing, or a referral, or flyers, or yard signs, if it costs you $250 to get the job, we want to make sure you're making $2,500 or more from that job, right? It's not always necessarily about how much it costs or how much the job is. It's the ratio, right? You want to have that ratio. Mistakes to avoid: one and done follow-up equals wasted time and money. Again, leveraging CRM can help you automate a lot of that. And letting tire kickers clog the pipeline. Qualify and eliminate. You want to have qualifying questions before they can ever become a lead. You want to have qualifying questions once they become a lead and get them booked or eliminated as quickly as possible. This is how you stop being your own bottleneck. You don't need a huge team, just a smart system. Pillar number 4, reputation, SEO, and long-term growth. These are all the previous things we talked about. You can implement and get return on today, tomorrow. This one, long game. You can start implementing today, but it takes more time to see the fruit. But it's still very, very important for a good foundation. Google Business Profile with at least 20 plus reviews. You're going to beat most anybody anywhere when you have 20 plus reviews in the land clearing space, but the more the merrier, right? Somebody sees 100 reviews and you have 4.9, it's kind of a no-brainer, right? Testimonial videos are massive. Local SEO pages like Forestry Mulching and X County. I did an example of one here. Those are going to really help you rank both on the map profile and in the Google search. Geotagged photos, contractor, developer relationships. That's one thing. You always want to be building relationships as you grow. Those are going to pay off 1,000x more than really anything else you can do if you build a relationship where people consistently send you work. Mistakes to avoid: waiting for reviews instead of asking. Always, 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 always ask for the review. Automate this and incentivize, and also make it easy, right? You can have QR codes. You can have it auto text to them as soon as the job invoice is paid, all kinds of fun stuff like that. Using stock photos instead of your own job shots, or bad angles or bad comparisons, that's going to turn people off right away. Make sure all of this stuff is legit and it's yours. This is how you win the long game. SEO and social proof turn cold traffic into booked jobs on autopilot. The more of this stuff you have, the more easy it gets to turn people into jobs. So that's the 4 pillars. Here's 5 fatal mistakes to avoid and how to fix them. So on the content, social, organic, and ad side of things, generic hooks, you need to be calling out landowners, acreage, type, size, and location. And the big thing with hooks is in that first 3 to 6 seconds, you have to do something or show something that either calls out to them or interests them very quickly. Then once you've caught them, then you can have what's called your meat, which is either education, value, entertainment, or frequently asked questions, which kind of falls under education. Then you always want to have that call to action. What do you want them to do next? Tell them and they will do it. It's very simple. Slow first response. You need to contact every lead in under 5 minutes and often. Booking too far out. Use under 72-hour calendar window and keep them warm with proof, videos, texts, emails. When people get interested in this and then you say, oh, okay, I'll try to come by sometime in the next week or two, they're going to either call someone who will come out now, or they're going to forget about it, or they're going to lose that momentum they had. One channel follow-up. Use multiple channels. Text, email, phone number at a minimum, or a phone call. If they reached out to you on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, wherever they messaged you, add that in as well. No proof machine. You need to be posting as often as you possibly can. Post reviews, project updates. You need to be posting often, and be consistent. Bonus, the 5 fatal mistakes, there's a few bonuses here. You quit too soon. If you give up, guaranteed to fail. If you give up on any one of these things, you're bound to fail. Don't give up on it. Blame other people or other things. Never is it going to benefit your business for you to point the finger, give excuses, blame other people. Take responsibility of your business, move on, make it happen. Avoid hard decisions or stay where it's comfortable. Sometimes it's more comfortable to just like work hard sun up to sundown and complain about things that are out of your control than it is to make hard decisions, do things you're not comfortable with. Think about that. Don't fall into that. So, all the stuff we talked about today, you can do yourself. Take the slides, take the scripts, take the videos from the school group, from YouTube, from my channels. Here's the link to all of the scripts, templates, booking machines, how to get leads today, actual script template examples, all kinds of good stuff that you could use to grow your land clearing business, to get more jobs tomorrow. Right there. QR code. Make it happen. Don't give yourself excuses. Just do it. And for any of those just watching, if you can think of a name for our little guy, let me know. Make it happen. If you join our school group called Land Clearing Growth, it's kind of like a community platform of just land clearing companies where I'm posting trainings like these, as well as a bunch of other materials to just help your business grow, do more, and make more money. I'll have all of these downloads in there as well. And the school group has a 7-day free trial, so you can cancel with 2 clicks, so it's pretty easy, risk-free. And after the 7 days, it's pretty cheap. For the first 100 people, it's $99. And you get 40% commission for anyone that you invite into there. So you only have to invite 3 people, and then I'll start paying you. Pretty cool. If you invite 100 people, you make $4,000 a month. Very cool. Now, if you want help with these things, we went over all of this and you're like, okay, that's a lot, but I'm busy. You want help. As you saw by all the proof at the beginning, we set all of this up for our clients, all the things I talked about. If you want to see exactly how this could work for you, how it would fit into your actual business model, your area, anything like that, you can book a time to talk with us, either at this link or scan the QR code. It'll take you to a page where you can pick a time on our calendar within 72 hours, just like I'm teaching you. And we'll reach out and I'll send you some videos, some proof, some stuff to educate and help you learn, just like I'm telling you to do. So if that's you, you want to book a time to talk, go ahead. And then, as I mentioned at the beginning of this call, I'm going to have a special offer just for this live. So this is actually a different link here. So if you're watching this live today, you can use that code to scan, and I'll give you 1 month free of our program. Our full program that involves everything I showed you today, plus a lot more, is $16,000 for 4 months. The average return on investment on that 16,000 plus your ad spend is 7x, right? If you sign up today, while this is live, if you fill out the form on the other side of this QR code, we'll give you 1 month free. You can have the 4 months for just $12,000. It's a $4,000 savings. But again, you have to sign up before this live ends, which is going to be in 4 minutes at 6:50 Central Time. If you are serious about growing your business and the things you've seen me talk about make sense to you, and you want to get in at a crazy low discount, we've been selling this program at $16,000 for a while now. We have many people who have signed up at the $16,000. We get about 1,000 land clearing companies that reach out to us a month, and we talk to between 100 and 150 of them on video calls, and we get between 10 and 15 new clients a month at $16,000. So this is not something that we really have to do, but this is our first live event like this ever. I wanted to do something special for people who maybe have been on the fence or feeling like they needed something like this. Sign up in the next 3 minutes using this code here, and you can get in for $4,000 less, basically a month free. I will leave this up and we'll check the comments. Molchismo, Leonardo, the land clearing legend, sitting in the deer stand. I love it. I love it. Really hope we can work together in the future. Yeah, man, I'd love to. I would love to. Love to learn more about your business either way. If anybody has any questions as well in the next 2 minutes or so here, just drop them in the chat. I'll answer them real quick, best of my ability. Hopefully that QR code's not covered up. Let me jump back to this one. There you go. So, again, if you sign up using that QR code, we will reach out to you as soon as you fill it out, and you'll get a month free, save $4,000. Anybody that did watch or that is watching in the future, I definitely greatly appreciate it. Hope that you learned something. If you're watching this after the live, obviously you can't get this deal, but if you want anything, any of the screenshots, any of the downloads, the 72-hour booking machine document, how to price land clearing jobs document, how to get more leads today document, all of that I have in a Google Drive that you can download from inside the school group. And I'm going to be doing lives like this once a week. Obviously, not always going to have deals like this, but there's going to be lots of more trainings and lives coming out. One more minute, guys, and then I'm going to jump off. I appreciate anybody who watched, as this was our very first one ever, and hope to continue growing here. Obviously, we have 140 clients right now, 140 land clearing companies that we work with, and that's growing every day. We actually had 2 guys sign up today, so it's actually should be 142. But I've really been wanting to have something that helps people who aren't ready to pay thousands of dollars a month just yet. So that's why I started the school group. That's why starting to do stuff like this, just to be able to help those who are not ready for this type of marketing yet, but still need a few things to help grow their land clearing business. So if that's you, school group's definitely the place for you. But if you're in that spot where you're ready to invest to grow your business to that next level predictably, this is the offer for you. All right, guys, that is the time. I appreciate y'all. Hope you have a good night. Happy Friday. Thank you for watching.